make stuff up, go mental. She just wanted to have a good night out with her teenage daughter, and she said the eyeliner opener was the worst chat-up line she'd ever heard. Oh, really? Well, stick around, because I've got worse. The worst of all being simply, get in the van. He offered to buy her a drink, but she snapped she already had one and promptly legged it away from him onto the dance floor. However, Russ is made of sterner stuff, so he boogied towards her. I ain't boogied anywhere. I do not boogie places. And the simple reason I don't boogie is because me boogieing somewhere looks like this. That is not a way I wish to travel. It was at this point he started wiggling his elfin bum in Tamara's horrified mush. I'm not 12 foot tall. Tamara lost patience. She snapped at Brand. You're the one with the big mouth, aren't you? Thrilled that she'd finally acknowledged his famous self, Russell nodded enthusiastically. I don't mind a lie story saying I nodded. Nodding looks like this. I do resent a lie story saying I nodded enthusiastically. That looks like this. It is a gesture unlikely to lead to coitus. You're the one with the big mouth, aren't you? She continued, if you don't leave me alone, you'll get a smack in it. Right, that is the apex of the article where the figurative big mouth and the literal anatomical mouth meet in a collision of language, an explosion of ideas. Tis rhubarb. Poor Russell was horrified to be spurned in front of his jeering pals. I ain't got jeering pals. My friends are not Sid James, Leonard Rossiter and Albert Steptoe. People like Trevor Locke. Gentlemen. Jeering pals. He rarely has to go back to Brand Towers on his lonesome. I live in a one-bedroom flat. Little Russ has had the pleasure of a galaxy of celebrities, then it lists some, and it goes, add to those a host of prostitutes. A host of prostitutes. Not just one or two, an host of them. Imagine a 1940s musical sort of tiered wedding cake set with a cabaret line of prostitutes in top hat and tails, sort of cascading down like a human whore waterfall. With each kick, they're getting more and more deteriorated because they're all crack addicts. Host of prostitutes. A host of prostitutes, pals, and distant relatives. Surely that's libelous. Surely that. Distant relatives. I've not fucked anyone in my family. No matter where they live. Geography's really not the issue. It's more of a moral position, really. Hello, grandmother. Nice of you to visit from Vancouver. However, the cardigan you've given me is an inappropriate Christmas gift. Come hither. That's right, settle down. Look, girl, I'm not interested in your needs. Let's have a white Christmas we'll never forget. Not really. is no grandmother there. What an illusion, conjured with mere language. Behold. The mortified fop, me again, laughed off his failure, saying, I'm a sexy wild man. I did not say I'm a sexy wild man. I did not say that. Russell. Russell. Yeah, sorry to disturb you when you're sleeping. Trying to remind you of that time when you met Tamara Beckwith. I've never met Tamara Beckwith. I've not met her. You have. No, I've not met her. You have. You met her, and then you boogied towards her. I didn't boogie. I've not boogied. Then you said, and I believe this is verbatim, I'm a sexy woman. I didn't say anything, you did. It's in the Star, it's very clear. I'm a sexy wild man. She didn't have to see my winky if she didn't want to. I hope my bachelor ring, David Walliams, Beppe and Callum Best don't hear about this. Right. That is because on that programme Big Mouth, I, for a laugh, pretend to be a member of this thing called the womanising circuit. It's just a laugh. It's made up. It's for a laugh. Now, as it turns out, I am friends with David Walliams, right? But Beppe is a fictional character from EastEnders about 10 years ago. It says Beppe. There is no Beppe. There ain't, never was, and never can be a Beppe. He is an actor, what is called Michael Greco. And I've never met him. Ridiculous. Just made up. And if they'll lie about something that trivial just to make you believe what they want to believe about something as ludicrous as me, then they'll lie to you about anything, to manipulate you into believing all sorts of things. I don't know, wars, oil, stuff like that. I don't know. It's not worth getting out of bed some mornings. Right. Okay. I think this show might nearly be finished. No! I think it might be. No! I know. It seems a shame, don't it? Listen, I'm not getting anything out of it. I don't relish going back to the embarrassing place. The land of humiliation, where everything goes wrong, where I do up me flies and catch me foreskin, where I trip over, land on a dog. It's no fun for me. I likes it here with you. Have you enjoyed this gig? Thank you. It's a laugh. I always think, though, it's a bit mad, like, sort of, when this gig ends, you know, maybe later on you'll talk to some people that go, oh, right, how was that gig? You'll go, yeah, fine, bit wordy. Yeah. Right, and I sort of think, you know, OK, that's OK, it's not a bad analysis, but wouldn't it be more interesting, certainly as an anecdote, wouldn't it be more interesting if someone went, oh, how was that gig? You went, yeah, it was all right, I enjoyed it. He's really very talented. You know, you'd say something like that. I don't know. That's up to you. I don't want to plant words. That's you say we like there. You know, I know, yeah, it's all right. It's quite good. It's good. Good it was.